What is going on, guys? Your boy Guns here, and today's freaking video is going to be on the Bert Tohar guide. It's going to be a complete Bert Tohar guide. As you guys know, I am a mage main. A lot of people have been asking. Okay, we love that Lilia guide that you recently did. Next one that we want you to do is Bert Tohar. And dude, I'm not gonna lie. For a long time, I was very upset with how Bert Tohar have been performing. However, recently they have been doing better than Sindra and Freygar on some cases. Let me show you guys some reports, kind of show you guys a little bit of credibility of what I'm talking about. Little 50k bomb right here. So like even against Echo, that's a full T5 top of the line marches, right? I was getting 40 to 50k's average, and when it wasn't like us pushing into their territory, which was 99% of the season, I was getting 50, 60k bombs. Even the highest was a 70k bomb. And you can see here and this one was with a Tohar primary. And I'll go into like why that is, and like why Bert Tohar are doing so well as I go into it. So there's some scenarios where people are like, why Tohar? Like one of the first things that people ask when they join my streams and they see me out in the field fighting with Tohar is why Tohar? And I'll go into that as well, because there's different scenarios of where Bert Tohar will do better. So yeah, the highest I got with Bert primary was like low 60s, and Tohar highest was like high 60s to even a 71k that you see here. See, it's a 63k here. So I mean, they're doing good. They're doing really good. I wouldn't say they're the best, but they're definitely, if you're a mage main, I would say they're definitely a good grab still to this day. So going into Bertrand primary, right? I'm going with the magic tree here. I have tried the skills tree in the past, and it just didn't do as good for me with the Bert Tohar combination. Did decent, but the magic one just did better. Even in the 1v1s, the magic tree was just doing better. And essentially this build, as you can see, it's built around a lot of speed, right? It's built up around a lot of speed. I'll leave it up to give you guys a chance to screenshot this, but it's built up around speed because the Bert Tohar combination definitely struggles in speed. So anytime that we're doing like a lot of marching, right, or you're dealing with an opponent that likes using blink a lot, and you gotta try to get out of there as soon as you see those tanks pushing up to allow your tanks to push up and block, you're gonna need the speed, trust me. All right, you're gonna need the speed. So you can see here, like one of the things here is you got the infantry counter tactics. When you're facing against top tier alliances, you're gonna be killing a lot of infantry, it feels like. I think I would say 80% of my battles were against infantry this season, damn near. So you can leave that there for you guys. All right. And I'm not saying that the skills tree is not good, right? At the end of the day, like everyone does their own training or their own testings. I'm just giving you guys what's been working for me. Kind of save you guys the hassle, right? And then Tohar. Here's my Tohar build. And now to answer that question of when do you do Bertrand first, when do you do Tohar first? So whenever you're dealing with like big open field battles and you're doing a lot of marching, you know, usually about when passes open, you're going to want to use that Bertrand build because of the speed. Sometimes, well, I'll go into that later. But yeah, you're going to want that speed there to situate that. Now, once the flags are touching, or how I call it, once the tips are touching, right? You're gonna want this Tohar build. Why? This Tohar build gives it more sustainability when hitting tanks. It gives it more sustainability when hitting tanks, because it takes less counterattack damage due to the support tree side of things. You get that extra health, you get that extra defense, and you get that extra HP up to a maximum of 3% every time your Legion gains a buff effect, right? So it's going to help you just stay alive longer when you hit those tanks. So those are the builds there. as far as the pets, my pet's pretty good. Named them after my boy Fluffy Waffles. If I had an 8th slot for this, what would I add? If I had an 8th slot for this, what oh yeah, advanced follow-up, the EOS skill. And then it'd be a perfect pet, in my opinion. Right? Damn near be a perfect pet. We'd definitely add that EOS skill on there and call it a day. But you can do something similar to this with even just having these 1-star, which is a lot cheaper, right? Because once you're going into the 2-star range, you're going from like $5 to $10 to $50. Like, it's a pretty big jump. I have some like low spend builds on my other account that I can show you guys someday, or maybe in a different video. But this is the pet that I'm running. Obviously this is the EOS skill one. That's why you want to make sure that you're staying competitive and looking for those alliances that are going to provide that like higher chance of you getting those EOS skills, right? Now, going into the artifacts, the Mirage Orb is definitely a key ingredient to this build. Why? Because as you guys know, in a recent update, artifacts give you merits now. I haven't gone in and seen like the actual math behind it, like how many more merits am I actually getting when the orb is proccing. If anyone has that info, let me know in the comment section below. Or when you guys do like, or have like an actual Excel sheet or something kind of showing what it is, like with reports to back it up and all that, let me know in the comment section below what that actual breakdown is. However, anyways, yes, the Mirage Orb is the bread and butter. Have I tried other artifacts? Not really. Right? Not really, because I mean, that's like trying to take Infernal Flame off Lilia. Is there other things that may work? Sure. Does Tear of Arbonne work pretty well for Bird Tohar? Yes. I do think Tear of Arbonne, if you're low spend, mid spend, if you don't have like crazy artifact pet or artifacts, or you're not spending a bunch of money on artifacts, because I mean it is pretty pricey, but on a more low spend side, the Tear of Arbonne is great. The Tear of Arbonne is freaking great. It gives it even more sustainability. You know, it gives it even more sustainability. And I wouldn't really try anything else besides that, to be honest. I guess you could run a Breath of Gargantus. I have seen some people run a Breath of Gargantus. If your March is like a tank focus, like killing machine, yeah, Breath of Gargantus would be great. Some of these other ones will work decent. Right? Now, you might wonder, and now I often get asked, guns, who do I go for? Bertrand or Tohar? Right? And this has been a question that arises a lot within the community. I've answered it several times, and I'm going to continue answering it for you guys. I do think that for Bert and Tohar, I do think Bertrand is the better choice. Why? He has more versatility, right? He's a flyer, so he has a long lifespan ahead of him, especially, you know, way end game when we have like a bunch of mage flyers and you can have like 5 freaking celestial marches over the freaking horizon. That'd be so sick, by the way. But yeah, I mean, he has a lot of sustainability. On top of that, I feel like Bertrand has a little bit more flexibility, right? Some pairings that people like running Bertrand with is Atheist, right? A lot of my low spins are like, dude, Bertrand Atheist are it. Like, they do really good. Bertrand Thea do really well. Bertrand Valen do decent. I wouldn't say like all the other selections that I'm talking about, like they do decent, but they're not compared to Bird Tohar, obviously, but they do good. They definitely do good. Considering how much it takes to upgrade Tohar, right? If you can get even a Bertrand Atheist going, you're in a decent spot. You're in a decent spot. I think those were some of the main ones. Let's see. Anyone else? Anyone else on here? Nope. I haven't tried like a Waldir Bertrand or nothing crazy like that yet. And then for good old Tohar, right? I would say going to Tohar is like, okay, you're starting to step into the realms of a little bit above mid spend. right? Because he's a strong as Lord hero. It's not going to be easy to awaken the good old Pumbaa, right? As long as you guys say Gunshar back in the day when they first came out. It's crazy that it's almost been a year since they've been out, bro. Oh my god, time is flying by, guys. But just to kind of go into some stats with you guys, I've been using them a lot the past 2 seasons. Season of Strife, Tohar have definitely kicked up, and I've been very appreciative of them, right? So he's at 70 million PvP kills, right? Our guy Bertrand over here, our guy Bertrand over here is at 86 million PvP kills, right? We kind of just put it all in there. All right, so we've gone over some alternative pairings. I guess for Tohar, if you don't have Bertrand for whatever reason, Lilia Tohar actually do really good. I've ran Lilia Tohar before, and they've done great. I've tried Tohar with some other marches, but it hasn't really been doing great. Yeah, that's what I'm saying about versatility wise. Like Tohar is not as versatile as Bertrand. So that's kind of where that stands. So let's see, we covered the talent trees for both. We did the artifacts, alternate artifact, really. I don't really see like other ones being too crazy. Besides Tear of Arbonne, Breath of Gigantus. We covered the pet. And where would I rank this in order of investment for mages? I think I would still go for Max A over Bertrand as it stands right now, even as a mage main. Now it's a gamble, right? It's a gamble because they could potentially change the wording on Max A and make it to where her first skill is specific for physical damage, right? Now that is a gamble you're willing to take, but I think it's a good gamble, right? I do think it's a good gamble. I think if you're a solid mage main and you're about mid spend, I still think at this point they're a must grab. I still think at this point they're a must grab, especially because at this, like, we don't really have as mage mains. What do we got? We got Lilia Valen, Lilia Thea, right? And then Bird Tohar, Waldir Valen. Like, we don't have many options, so having that Bird Tohar definitely helps out, right? Because you're gonna end up needing it due to stamina problems and all that stuff. You're gonna need another march that's ready to go to back you up, because as the game continues, guys, people are going to continue having more and more troops, more and more resources, so the fights are going to be sticking around for even longer whenever you're going through this, right? So that's going to be it for the video, guys. A nice, quick, easy guide for you guys, and on how to optimize these heroes. If I miss anything that you guys want me to cover, feel free to ask away in the comments section, and I'll cover that for you guys. Ask away, guys. The pleasure is mine to be able to help you guys. As you can see, I have 25.7 million merits. I'm healing right now, so maybe by the end of the season I'll have 27, 28, maybe, give or take, depending if I decide to continue fighting. Right now I just been kind of farming, chilling. It's been a little bit of tough times, but we'll talk about that in another video. I hope that you guys found this guide very helpful, guys. And like I said, if I missed anything or you have any other questions, drop the questions down in the comment section below, please, guys. You don't be shy, ask away. If you guys look at my previous videos, I usually catch up to all my comments. I end up catching up to them. So if you like the video, make sure you drop a like on the video. If you're enjoying this content, make sure you drop that sub a Rooney, guys. Turn on the bell notification, lets you guys know when I go live or drop a new video. All right, guys, until next time, it's your boy Guns, and I'm out. Peace, y'all.